Oh, I literally just woke up from a nap. I was about to get ready to stream some Arc Raiders, and I seen that Gal Gadot has entered the chat yet again. Now she has been active with liking posts on Twitter and stuff regarding the Snyderverse, but she shared some test screening which I did watch, and it was some pretty good test screening. I thought she was a hell of a Gal Gadot, man. Or not Gal Gadot. See, I'm not all the way awake yet. All right, she was a hell of a Wonder Woman. So it says Gal Gadot reminds everyone she's Wonder Woman, shares Ben Affleck's screen test. And this is by everyone's favorite news source, Cosmic Book News. All right. Gal Gadot marked the anniversary of her Wonder Woman casting by dropping a major throwback. Her original Batman v Superman camera test with Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. Gadot posted the footage on Instagram with a message celebrating 12 years since she landed the role. She thanked Zack Snyder for choosing her as Diana Prince and said she rewatched the test for the first time last night. 12 years ago today, I was cast as Wonder Woman. What a wild life. What a wild, life-changing ride with a character I love so much. I thought I thought it would be fun to share my camera test with Ben. I watched it last night for the first time. Winky face at Zack Snyder. Thank you for sharing this with me and for casting me as Diana Prince with a heart emoji. She also shared Halloween themed Wonder Woman photos earlier this fall, keeping the character in the spotlight even as DC transitions away from the Snyder era films. Gadot's post lines up with Zack Snyder's recent activity. For 2 months, Snyder has been sharing DCU stills, behind the scenes material, and new nightmare images across his social platforms. Fans have noticed the timing. Snyder's renewed presence has sparked ongoing speculation about the future of his characters and storylines, especially as his posts tend to trend whenever he highlights the older DC films. Isn't it so funny how Zach can post these photos and stuff and trend from years and years ago? James Gunn posts something and nothing. Nobody cares. The Supergirl trailer's coming out this week and nobody's talking about it. Besides people like me and people who cover DC news. It's crazy. It isn't just Snyder. Key creatives tied to the Snyderverse, Larry Fong, Jay Olivia, and Clay Anos, have also been active online. Their posts range from old production shots to commentary on past DC work. The sudden uptick has kept the fan base buzzing, especially combined with Gadot resurfacing rare footage of her earliest moments as Diana. What Godot's post means for fans: the new camera test clip is the kind of material fans don't usually get to see. It shows Godot and Affleck in their earliest on-screen chemistry months before filming began on Batman v Superman. And it was good. If you haven't seen it, go to Twitter or Instagram. I thought it was a good test screen. For fans who still follow the Snyder era cast, the timing feels notable. With Snyder, the cinematographers, the storyboard artists, and now Gadot all posting DC material again, the conversation around the original DCEU continues to heat up. We've been told Gal Gadot will be returning when the Snyderverse gets restored. That puts a smile on my face. Listen. I feel like I'm saying it all the time, the dots are just slowly connecting. The cast is too old. The cast have moved on. No, the cast wants to do this. Not the only thing I with the cast is with the Flash with Ezra Miller. Now, I didn't like his portrayal as Flash in the Flash movie, but I liked him in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I thought he was good. He gave us a great scene with going back in time and reversing time. That is one hell of a scene right there. However, his real life shenanigans. I don't know what's going on with all that. So if he doesn't come back, I could totally understand. There's a perfect way to bring in the Flash from the DC show, Grant Gustin. I think that's his name. And I said it before, because if you watch the Flash show on the CW, they actually had an episode to where Ezra Miller's Flash met Grant Gustin's Gustafson's. I don't know why I can never say his name, but the two Flashes met. Damn it, I ain't all the way wait. Both of those Flashes met, so there is a way to bring him in to play the Flash. It's there if Ezra Miller doesn't come back. But for the rest of the cast, yes, the rest of the cast wants to come back. You kidding me, man? Come on. Ray Fisher was even in Rebel Moon. Ben Affleck, the picture we saw with F1, he was looking kind of jacked. You got Gal Gadot sharing stuff. We already know Jason Momoa will come back as Aquaman. We already know. We already know he would. And for the rest of the cast, we already know. So time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. I'm just counting down the days. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I can't wait so all these haters can bite the dust. Bite it. All the trash talking they've been doing. But till then, they can go ahead, keep on hating. Keep on hating. But yeah, man. Oh, by the way, I thought, like I was saying, I thought Gal Gadot did Wonder Woman hella good. I thought she was a hell of a Wonder Woman. She was good. First of all, that first Wonder Woman movie, I remember when I seen that movie and I took my daughter and we went and seen it, and they had that moment where in the no man's land where nobody crossed and she stood up and went, oh, that is one of the most badass scenes in woman history right there. See, Zack treats these characters with respect. He just treats them with respect, man. Now I know Zack he wasn't the director of Wonder Woman. I forgot who the other lady was, who was, but you know, he has the connections there. So him and that lady got together, whatever her name, I can't remember her name. But anyways, they know how to treat the characters. See, they treated them like they should have been treated. Not this dumbass DCU stuff. First thing I think of DCU is Hawk Girl, and I think about her annoying ass scream. And it was announced that she was in Man of Tomorrow, and I wanted to roll my eyes and scream because that's all I could see. And nothing against the actor. I actually like the actor. She played in The Last of Us on HBO. Great series. I've liked it so far. I like her. She's a great actor. But my gosh, that Hawk Girl was fucking terrible. She was terrible, man. Just annoying. And I don't know why she's in Man of Tomorrow. Like, that's how Gunn is displaying women. Horrible. 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 But, you know, it is what it is. Time will tell. Time will tell, my friends. And I do think you know, every day we are getting closer and closer to the restoration of greatness. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If I missed out on anything, let me know. I might have said some things wrong because, like I said, I just woke up from a nap. I ain't even got my caffeine in me. I was getting ready to stream, and I saw this. I was like, all right, let's talk about it before I, get streaming. All right, man. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. 100,000 subscribers. Oh, excuse me. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get